Happy Tuesday, Boalia Desmond here. Thank you for tuning in. I titled my message today, Don't Be a Hoarder. So what came to your mind when you heard me talk about hoarding? Was it a room that was filled from ceiling to the ground of boxes or things that you just couldn't barely maneuver through? Or what came to your mind? Were you thinking about clutter? A lot of stuff? Well, today's hoarding lesson is more on hoarding of your gifts, things that you're good at, the strengths, things that you have strengths in that come easy for you, but yet you kind of keep it a secret. You're not meant to do that because your strengths elevate and improve somebody else's life, maybe in areas that they may not be good at, or they might just lack a certain skill or something. Don't be afraid to share your gifts, because I believe that's what we were all created to do. When we intermingle our gifts together, everybody wins. So let's think about some strengths. For example, if you're wondering what strengths are for you, it's what comes easy for you. What's something that doesn't require much effort for you because you're good at it. You naturally flow in it. Like for me, my strengths are, when people think about me, they know that I'm a prayer warrior. I'm an encourager. Those kind of things are easy for me. If I hear about a need or somebody says, this is what I'm going through, it takes me about a second to think, okay, why don't we pray? Can I pray over you? That's a strength for me. That is something that I know I can offer at any time, and I'm good at it. And it's something that elevates someone, or it helps to improve them. Why? Because they come with an issue. They may be distraught about something. My contribution of saying, hey, you know what? Let's take this to the one who can help. That improves that person's life, right? Because they know that their prayer has been heard, or somebody has actually come alongside with them and helped to make their situation better. So if you're a student, let's just say you're a student for a second, you're good at math. Math is easy for you. And you see another student struggling. Your desire to help them, or your willingness to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I can help you with this homework, or maybe I can show you how to do, X, Y, and Z, so they can feel better about that. That improves their situation, right? That improves their situation. So what gifts do you have? Are you good at cooking? Are you good at baking? What can you do to help somebody that maybe lacks that skill that you have? Because what happens when we hoard? What happens if you have too much of something, right? What does it become? It becomes cluttered. It becomes mixed, and it becomes jumbled. It's too much. The whole point is to get it and to release it, but to release it for a good cause, right? Most people who hoard things, right, they're afraid of sharing it because in their mind, it's like, well, what if I let go of this? Then what? Then I don't have it. Then I don't have any. Then I don't. Learn to be a giver of the strengths and the gifts that you have inside of you, because they're meant to be shared. They're meant to help you improve somebody else's life. So I want you to think about your own life. I want you to think about, what is it that I can possibly do to help change somebody else's life with the strength, things that come easy for me, or things that I have. What was really impressive was when we had when COVID started happening, and the whole thing about requiring masks came out to be, and the amount of people who knew how to sew, the amount of people who were just saying, hey, I'm sewing masks, I'm making masks, I'm doing whatever. People were figuring it out, and they were either distributing them or they were selling them or whatever, but it made somebody else's life better. For those people who don't know how to sew, it was like they didn't have to think about it. They just knew they could get one, they could buy one, or whatever. So those kind of things improve other people's life with the skills that you have. So I thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wealth Wednesday, so we are thinking about being a blessing to somebody else's life. See you then.